Hej, siemanko, Liska, z tej strony Miles, witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gameplayami oraz trailerami i zaczynamy od Inescapable, No Rules, No Rescue, więc zobaczmy, co tutaj w trawie piszczy. Ajaja, jakieś animowane widzę. Animowane. Isolated. 500 000 nagrody. Damn. No rules, no escape. Tak jest. Okej. Czekaj, jestem o czym giereczka, ale pewnie to ten. Kung Fury, Street Rage Ultimate Edition.
I'm David Apple. You know there's a new game called Kung Fury, Street Rage, and starring...
Ale staro wygląda,
Ultimate
holy shit.
Edition. Hello there games, developed on a platform near you.
Kung Fury Street Rage. Brand new ultimate fighting coming your way. Play as Hasselhoff. The world's most iconic lifeguard steps in with his singing prowess as
David Hasselhoff.
That's some nice chest hair, sir. More action, more awesome. Enjoy the breathtaking multiplayer.
Pokazuje klatę i stun.
Yeah, two. Because teamwork makes the dream work. Choose your stage. Punch Nazis in the sewers, on the beach, in the Viking Age. Hell, punch Nazis everywhere, all the time. Kung Fury. Street
Kung
Rage.
Fury.
Soon available on a
Super Rage. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-doom, boom. Witches of the New World.
Two loves, I have of comfort and despair.
Witches of the New World? Zobaczmy, co to jest. Jakiś horrorek?
Which
Hey, 32?
two spirits to suggest me still? The better angel is a man right there. The worse spirit, a woman colored ill. To win me some to hell. My female evil tempted my better angel from my side.
Są zlekowe.
Would corrupt my saint to be a devil, to be a devil. Wooing
Indykowe.
with her foul cry. And whether that
Niom, 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 niom.
suspect
El Vampiro?
not directed. Be off from the wrong
Gule?
friend.
Trochę jak Wiesiek.
One angel in another hell in another. Yet this shall I ne'er know, but I leave it out. Till my bad angel find my good one.
Abigail Williams. Yes, my liege. Witches of the New World. Okay. Trinity Fusion. Nice.
It's all falling apart. Multiverse is collapsing under its own weight. Each world falls more out of balance the further they diverge from ours.
What can we do about it?
We force them back together.
Yes, force them back. Fusion Trinity. Star Wars Jedi Survivor?
It's been a long 5 years. We've tried to resist. Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy.
Cal, look into the fire. It will warm you, keep you company. But left unchecked, it will consume everything until there is only ash.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Hope may feel beyond our grasp. But I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us.
Imagine.
No ciekawe jestem, czy w ogóle poprawili jeszcze ten giereczkę.
A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
No matter the cost. Jedi Survivor. Pięknie. Alive by You. O, czyli jakieś Simsy. No właśnie, Life Simulator. Takie bardziej 3D Simsy, widzę. Proposing? Okay! A tu jeszcze można gadać, kurde, są jakieś rozmowy ciekawe. Control anytime. O, czyli to więcej niż tylko swoimi postaciami na to wychodzi. Jak mi się daje. Czyli budujemy całe nasze miasto i całym miastem kontrolujemy. Ciekawe. Mu się przynajmniej wydaje. Może nie. Chyba, że kłamią. Nie, tak, dobrze mówię. Wszystkim można zarządzać. Czyli całe takie miasteczko budujemy. Możemy zarządzać nim. O, ciekawe. Czyli to takie Uber Simsy. Forever Skies. Survive, craft, explore. Stara apteczka pierwszej pomocy. Pięknie. O, diabełek.
Discover who you were meant to be.
War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Jakiś crossover? Tak. No. Sephiroth. Nice. Sephiroth. Wimpo, quadruple shuriken. Okej. Ultra Rare Tifa. For free! Mam na mobilki, tak jest. Aliens Dark Descent. Exclusive gameplay. Pięknie, pięknie.
Hello, and welcome to this exclusive first look at Aliens Dark Descent.
O.
In this short preview, we reveal what kind of experience awaits you.
Nani? Jajeczka. Dark Descent.
Dark Descent is a real-time, squad-based tactical action game. You are the commander. Marines are your weapon. You are tasked with investigating a sinister uprising that caused a vicious xenomorph outbreak on the moon.
Na naszym księżycu?
Your squad is controlled fluidly and intuitively as one unit, where any command you issue is automatically dispatched to the Marines best equipped for the task.
Ryb ziemia.
Whether you're using mouse and keyboard or a controller, we want you to be fully immersed in the world and the iconic Aliens experience.
You know what to do.
Lead strategically. Enter combat without breaking stride, slowing down time at the touch of a button, just enough to distribute tactical orders with military precision. Tread carefully, though, because death is permanent in Dark Descent, and losing a Marine in combat is irreversible. Forge unique paths for survival. Explore large open levels to complete story missions and side objectives.
Come out friendly like, yeah? Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Level up your loyal Marines with special abilities, perks, and gear, and customize the squad composition to optimize each run. At Tindalos, we're extremely excited to bring this game to all fans of the legendary Aliens license, and to all the real-time action strategy fans.
Pięknie. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Jakiś free update? Bardokusen. Birusan. Ciekawe jest, czy właśnie jakieś nowe DLC z historią doszły. To mnie ciekawi, bo jeśli tak, no to chętnie sobie ogram. Zobaczyć. Free content. Musiałbym zobaczyć, kogo tam, jakie DLC mamy. Przecież powiedziawszy, nie mam bladego pojęcia. UCC mascot, okej. Ten ostatni, kurde, ten lognie skin fajny. Heroes Justice Pack 2.
ピッコロさん、急に黙ってついてこいって言われても困りますよ。どうしたんですか？
見つかったか。はあ、全力で戦うまでお前に新しい力を見せてやる。皆さんぞ、覚悟いいか。くたばれ。
今度は僕の番だ。
Kocham bisty! Hej! Pięknie, pięknie. The Last of Us Part 1. Jeszcze jakieś feature'y ten na PC-ta?
I've had some practice.
Unlocked frame rate. Yeah! Które będzie topić, kurde, ten... grafy. Który ma dev mode, okej. The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Chapter 2, Retribution.
See the light. The time's come for a change at the top.
A trade network could ease a lot of suffering.
Everybody in Nola's gonna know that the Pond King always delivers.
Mama's the enemy and needs to be taken out.
Look out over our city.
Come to mama.
Wanted nothing more than to save every last soul.
Perhaps you have heard the tales about me, but I am mad. A cannibal.
We need weapons, comms equipment, tactical gear.
The tower can no longer be a beacon for all. It must be an ark for the chosen few.
My decision has been made. You will face retribution.
Gierek's a psycho. He needs to die. But you're gonna need more firepower, and I can connect you with a friend of mine who has access to it.
Death comes for us all. Every sinner, every saint.
Good luck to you, tourists.
A day of
Powodzenia
judgment
turystom.
is dawning for all those beyond the tower walls.
All exiles. Mama is plotting to eradicate you.
It pains me to do what must be done.
Come on, put the gun down.
Stop telling me what to do!
You think I'm a vile monster, don't you? Regrettably, it is the only way.
You lived through this. Don't you forget who told you the truth.
It seems our moment has arrived, tourist.
Do not relent! The tower must crumble!
Mam wrażenie, że to wiarkowe jest, kurde, przynajmniej taki feeling jest.
Cannot prevent the inevitable. You wish for death, and I will provide it.
Ciekawe. Oczywiście, że tak. Okej. No, dobry feeling miałem. Mówię, kurde, te ręce coś, nie? Edge of Sanity. Alaska Expedition. Okej. Macka. Oh shit! Okej, to może być całkiem spoko. Edge of Sanity. Marvel's Midnight Sun. A mamy nawet wpisane Edge of Sanity. Nice.
Morbius. Blade.
Welcome.
I differ on a biological level.
You've left me no choice.
A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers.
No one is to blame but yourself.
Tell me where you brought the serum. Tell me!
My master, the Lord of Vampires. And there's nothing you can do to stop Dracula.
Ooh.
It has been decided.
It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Thought he was one of the good guys.
Dango. Okay. Lecimy dalej. Unheard Voices of Crime.
Jess, there's a man in the conference room. I need you to go in there and stall him for as long as you can. I've got someone I need to talk to in the interrogation room.
Drugs, perhaps. Does that jog your memory?
Drugs, that's what. I'm not taking the fall for drugs.
Hey, what drugs, yo? What the hell's going on here?
Have you heard about the ghost texts? There's only 3 people who know what really happened 2 years ago.
You did me a real solid. No one can know about this, though. Any of your guys who were involved gotta be shut up.
What the hell were you thinking? Hitting a police car?
Car accident. Fake car accident. Do whatever you need to do, just don't let him leave.
Raven? Get out of here. I've been undercover for 2 years just to catch this guy. Raven's gonna show up tonight. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't be able to recognize him if he was standing right in front of me.
Whatever you
You broke
But
the
if this
law.
precious
Him
talent of his
or
means
Tucker
anything
gave the order earlier today. He didn't explain his going, and I had no idea.
Okej. Też jakieś te story. Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores. Siema Magnum. Przepraszam bardzo. Logic Magnum. PlayStation. Fire Emblem Engage. O, jakiś expansion pack. Nice.
It looks to be a monument of some kind.
This is the resting place of the divine dragon. Your grave.
It is such a joy to see you reborn. Reborn?
Czemu piszesz do Streamy Element, Magnum?
Bracelets in total. Where are the other 4?
Each of the 4 nations of Elios possesses one.
If they must suffer in order for our people to live, so be it.
Must I do everything for you, my pathetic excuse for a brother?
I will never hand over Solm's bracelet.
Consider the invasion approved.
Spoko, spoko.
You may need to
To wczoraj pisałem, że zbliża się do 50.
You must be so tired after that long trek.
Stop! Please! Don't hurt me!
I was never snot-nosed.
It is an invasion.
We are a small band of knights established
Doszedłeś do 4.8? Magnum.
the 4 Winds is composed of 4 members.
Soldiers to battle. Capture Lady Nell alive.
To libido masz dobre.
No mercy.
I'm Tiki. Are you a divine dragon like me?
We have no choice but to square off cutie versus cutie.
The last thing you see will be your own handsome face.
You'll continue this farce.
Jesteś jak libido man z Yakuzy.
Now, what are you doing?
Nearly all fell dragon children lose their twin siblings as they mature.
Out of my way, please!
You'll never take what's mine.
I, as you know, am a failure.
I am a failure.
God is here.
Klas, klas, klas. Klas. Mówisz. Libido jest ładowana, tak?
We gave you what you wanted.
Raging Bites. Dokoda. Dużo krwi. Kojarzy mi się jak korp Sparty trochę. Oh shit, zombie! Tego typu gierki kurde są nadal kurde całkiem zacne, muszę wam powiedzieć. Jak to się nazywa? Raging Bites? Tego nie mam na liście. Co piszemy? Gdy sobie popykamy. Dead Island 2. Pięknie. Deep Silver. A dzisiaj sobie zamontowałem monitor 2K, że właśnie na nim siedzę. Generalnie okazała się, jedna ma wtopa, jak zwykle z mojej winy, ale to później sobie obgadamy. Oglądałeś siatkarzy 3-0 Japonia do domu? A z kim grała? Z Polską? Na serio Japonia przegrała? Damn. Sądziłem, że Japonia taka trochę lepsza, ale no. Mamy jednak dobrą drużynę siatkarzy. No to wychodzi. No, na Dead Island jeszcze trochę poczekamy, jak sobie pogramy. Bo dopiero w przyszłym roku wychodzi na Steama. Ale, no, i tak mamy dużo gierek innych. Więc na spokojnie wszystko. RSS. Nie mieli nic do powiedzenia? Szalej tylko w pierwszym secie? Okej. No, dzisiaj raczej chyba dużo ciekawych i nowych też trailerów, których wcześniej nie oglądaliśmy. Będzie, więc między innymi tego za bardzo nie kojarzę też. Spoko, z Cthulhu związane. Cthulhu. Uff. Jest. I mistrz Cthulhu. Pięknie. Dużo teraz gierek będzie wychodzić na Unreal Engine, kurde, to jest masakra, nie? Po tym, co pokazali, wydając kolejną wersję. Organs, please! Magnum, dawaj swoje organy. Może parę tysięcy dostanę za nie. Define the future of humanity. What the fuck? He's Johnny! Okay. Okay. Mighty Doom. Pięknie. Strategic Mind, Spirit of Liberty. To by mogło się kumplowi, kurde, spodobać z roboty. On lubi takie gierki. Pytanie, kiedy na to znaleźć? No właśnie, to jest, kurde, odwieczny problem niestety graczy, że normalnie pracują, a nie streamują i się z tego utrzymują, także no, także jest ciężko, panie. No. Może na emeryturze. Jak już człowiek będzie. Albo jakaś rinta. Kto wie. Wtedy będzie czas. Wtedy, panie, będzie czas. Tak, to też prawda. To też, Magnum, prawda, że jak nie zejdę wcześniej z tego świata, to będzie czas. No, to też prawda, też. Nie, no ale trzeba być pozytywnie nastawionym, panie. Wieczność, do widzenia. Czym się przejmować? Spoczko. Lol. Counter-Strike 2.
In a Counter-Strike match, information can mean the difference between success or failure. As a result,
no, spoko.
cornerstone of team tactics. With Counter-Strike,
idź po tą mąkę, zanim cię wykupią.
Evolved smokes and made them dynamic. Smoke grenades now create volumetric 3D objects that live in the world. Now, not only do all players see the same smoke regardless of position, but the smoke can interact with the environment in interesting ways. It reacts to lighting, grows to fill spaces naturally. The shape of the smoke cloud can be pushed and carved by bullets and grenades. In Counter-Strike 2, smoke grenades provide even more tactical opportunities. They're just going to look and play better.
Nieźle wygląda. I tylko o połowę FPS-ów mniej. Nice. No dalej mamy kontestarkę, okej.
Counter-Strike is known for its visceral and satisfying gunplay. Now, firing a weapon looks pretty simple. You click your mouse, your character shoots, your target takes damage. But there's a lot more happening behind the scenes. In previous versions of Counter-Strike, the game only evaluated moving and shooting in discrete time intervals, or ticks, and time between those ticks didn't exist. For the most part, the experience was seamless, but sometimes those milliseconds between click and tick could be the difference between landing or missing your shot. That's why with Counter-Strike 2, we're introducing sub-tick updates. Now the tick rate no longer matters for moving and shooting, so the server will know the exact moment you fired your shot, jumped your jump, or peeked your peek, and the server will calculate your precise actions between ticks. So what you see is what you get.
Czyli co, no to poprawi mojego aima? Nie będę już warzywił? Latem tego? Okej. I znowu mamy Counter-Strike'a. Kurde, teraz mamy wysyp Counter-Strike'a, nice.
With over 20 years of history, maps are a fundamental pillar of Counter-Strike. And in Counter-Strike 2, maps are getting a new look. But don't worry, you can still bring along your countless hours honing strategies and exploiting every corner and crevice. We took 3 approaches to improving maps while retaining their rich legacy. First, there are touchstone maps, classic maps with solid foundations that players can use to evaluate gameplay changes from CS:GO to Counter-Strike 2. These have improvements to lighting and character read, but otherwise haven't been changed. Next, we have upgrades. These are maps that use new Source 2 lighting, including a physically based rendering system that produces realistic materials, lighting, and reflections. And finally, overhauls. The oldest maps have been fully rebuilt from the ground up, leveraging all of the Source 2 tools and rendering features. These tools will be available for community map makers to make it easier to build, experiment, and iterate. With upgrades to lighting, player read, and materials in Counter-Strike 2, even the familiar will feel brand new.
Okej. Bardzo ładnie to wygląda. Bardzo ładnie. Unreal Engine 5. O, teraz się chyba zaczynają te... Teraz mamy ten... Tech dema z Unreal Engine'a. Okej.
First up was lighting. Now, our options in the past to improve lighting have been somewhat limited because Fortnite is a really dynamic game. Baked lighting just doesn't work because the moment a player destroys a wall, light maps are invalidated. So we were really excited to give Lumen a shot. It updates global illumination in real time as the environment changes. Early in Chapter 4 development, we captured a video of Lumen enabled in a Fortnite test build. And the player in the video destroyed a wall, and light just came flooding into the room. And honestly, it was pretty stunning. It brought new life to the environment, and the realistic bounce light worked great with Fortnite's vibrant style. While initial results were exciting, you know, nothing is that easy in game dev. And as we discovered, real-world lighting can create real-world problems. Playtests revealed areas of the map, like attics and basements, that had no windows and were just too dark for gameplay. And it was also the first time we were using auto exposure, and it was causing bloomed out areas when players were in dark interiors looking outside. We solved these issues using UE5 features like local exposure and some art directable controls within Lumen that enabled us to provide a final image much better for gameplay. While the art team refined content, the engine team provided some new scalability options so that we could run Lumen on next-gen consoles at 60 frames per second. In addition to lighting, Nanite opened the door for us to add an incredible amount of detail to the Fortnite island. It was introduced in UE5 as a virtualized geometry system that supports extreme mesh complexity. So we spent some time experimenting, looking for a good balance between stylized art direction and detail, so we could increase visual quality, but still maintain Fortnite's iconic style. Now that artists weren't limited by triangle counts, we scaled our content pipelines to support Nanite on high-end hardware. Tech artists modeled new vegetation assets, and the art team created some high-detailed props and some amazing hero assets. But this still left us with a large building library that needed a visual upgrade. We resolved this using an offline process that took displacement maps from our materials and created high-resolution nanite meshes. It was really cool to see these classic Fortnite materials like brick, stone, and wood get a high-resolution facelift and pop off their surfaces. Now, past Nanite demos have relied on static hard surface environments, but Fortnite's an animated world. Trees blow in the wind, and buildings wobble when hit. So we worked with the Nanite team, and they extended the material pipeline to include masked and animated materials on Nanite geometry.
Kurde.
The island in Fortnite is constantly evolving, with major changes each season and complete reboots when chapters launch. So it's essential that we evolve our workflows too. During Chapter 4 development, we started utilizing 2 new UE5 features that changed how we build levels: World Partition and 1 file per actor. World Partition automates the level streaming, and it allowed us to work in one large level. We use level instance actors to group content logically, like a building and all of its props. 1 file per actor ensured our large dev team could work in this space without source control conflicts. Now, these features hadn't yet been put to their paces by a large dev team, so there were some early bumps in the road. But our LDs were in daily communication with the engine team, and we saw consistent improvements. Not long into production, we were developing Fortnite in a much more collaborative environment. Our goal for Chapter 4 was to deliver an awesome experience to our players. But we also hope by using and improving the engine's newest features, we've improved your experience as well. Now, with a look at the amazing work developers are already doing in UE5, please welcome Dana Cowley.
Now, a universe is already big at our scale, but when your main character is only a few millimeters tall, it takes on a whole new meaning. As a studio, we have big ideas. As a small team, we need to make choices. And that's where switching from UE4 to UE5 made a big difference for us. It has empowered us by giving us time back. Let me take you through a few examples. As Ogni is very small, we want players to truly feel its sense of scale by having a large space to explore. By using wall partition in UE5, we managed to save months of dev time. Not just because of the size of the world, but also because we can build on top of it. It allowed us to spatialize a lot of systems very quickly. And with the built-in HLOD, we get strong runtime performance while being able to load the entire world visually in editor. A large world is great, but it doesn't do us any good if it's empty. And that's where the new packed actors and level instances came in handy. A level designer can use prefabs to quickly prototype ideas, while artists can refine those prefabs in editor by assembling assets together. And with one file per actor, it all happens in parallel. On the animation side, motion warping allows us to use a single animation for a large range of situations. And with Control Rig, we can quickly create those first pass animations in editor. But the most outstanding features are Nanite and Lumen. We don't need to spend time on topology optimization and can directly use high poly meshes. Lighting is more realistic, and we don't have to use tricks for transition between exterior and interior. All in all, working with UE5 has been a tremendous time saver for us, and upgrading from UE4 was surprisingly easy. We were up and running in a couple of days. We can now iterate more quickly, focus on gameplay, and allocate time to riskier ideas. But enough talking. Go on the Epic Games Store and wishlist the game now. Thank you everyone.
No, nieźle wyglądają te animacje. Na Unreal Engine 5. O, Hellblade 2 mamy. Oraz.
Sign perf cut, take 13.
I see through your darkness now. I see through your lies. I will show them how to see as I do. I will not appease your gods. I will destroy them.
Damn.
Cut.
Good? You like it?
Project M.
Project M is one of NCSoft's most ambitious projects to date. What would it mean to you if the world was comprised of informational particles instead of physical particles? Oh, I got a little ahead of myself. I am TJ Kemp from NCSoft. Welcome to Project M. How would the fabric of simulated reality change our perceived world if we could tamper with the arrangement of those particles? This very idea is what sparked Project M. The informational particles that shape Project M's world can transform reality based on your choices. And each choice you make will change your experience.
Kurde, nieźle to wygląda.
The information that exists in the present reality determines how the world will unfold. Value every encounter and every moment. These will be essential in the world of Project M. This is where our journey ends for now. I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Pięknie. Project M, Lords of the Fallen, który też będzie na UE5. Nice.
Welcome to the Lords of the Fallen Technical Showcase. Here at Hexworks, our goal has always been to create the most immersive game experience possible. Today, we're journeying to Skyrest Bridge, one of the game's early locations, to demonstrate just some of the impressive ways Unreal Engine 5's state-of-the-art technologies have helped us deliver on this ambitious vision for our upcoming action RPG. We want players to feel fully immersed in our world by playing as their own unique virtual persona. To achieve this, we've used a combination of technologies, including 3D scans of real people and UE5's own character customization tech. Players can create unique faces and bodies by dynamically morphing between a huge range of shapes before finessing the finer details. Our extensive selection of armor sets seamlessly adapt to whatever shape the player chooses. It's really important to us that we represent as wide a proportion of our audience as possible. Being able to customize your hero in Lords of the Fallen is only the beginning. Each and every one of our characters is incredibly detailed, using high-resolution textures. Get up close to any surface in the game, like this tunic for example, and detailed texturing provides incredible levels of micro-detail. How these objects move and behave is also crucial for player immersion. UE5's Chaos Physics engine facilitates advanced simulations for clothes, chains, hair, belts, and a whole lot more. This helps to substantially enhance the secondary motion in all our characters, making their movements look much more lifelike. The lighting in Lords of the Fallen takes full advantage of Unreal's brand new Lumen GI. We've been able to light our complex environments in real time, meaning we can immediately see the effect of a light bounce, for example, without waiting for the traditional slow baking processes. Watch how the lighting reacts as we move our light source around this environment.
Damn.
Global
Ale to pewnie z RTX on.
can be quite demanding on processing, so we also make use of emissive shapes.
Najlepiej jeszcze mieć grafy z serii 4000,
We can then fine-tune these
żeby DLSS
light
3.
on our nanite meshes, providing our world with impressive levels of detail and minimal impact on performance. Perhaps the most important element of Lords of the Fallen is the ability to travel between two worlds. The realm of the living, Axiom, and the realm of the dead, Umbral. We've created our own custom toolset within UE5 that allows us to intricately craft these two environments side by side and seamlessly swap between them. This means our artists and designers can ensure these worlds feel intrinsically linked, like two sides of the same coin, even if one side is decidedly more horrific than the other. On behalf of Hexworks, thanks for watching today's brief tech presentation. The twin realms of Umbral and Axiom await fearless adventurers later this year when Lords of the Fallen launches on PC and current-gen consoles.
Pięknie. Dobra, mamy jeszcze jeden Next Gen Graphic Tech demo z Unreal 5.
Alright, so last year, we added several new features to the engine to support foliage rendering, and the Fortnite team used those features to ship Battle Royale Chapter 4. At the same time, Jacob over there and the team at Quixel were experimenting with what's possible for photoreal foliage environments, as well as testing out the latest functionality that we've been building for Unreal Engine. So, Jacob's here with us today in the Unreal Editor. Let's explore the environment. And what better way to do that than off-roading? And what better way to off-road than in a Rivian R1T?
Ooh.
Now, Rivian uses Unreal to power their instrument cluster, including 3D visualization of their vehicles. So we worked with them to bring the R1T to life in this experience. Let's head on out, Jacob.
Sure thing, on my way.
All right. So, we're building tools for interactive and dynamic worlds. So here we have chaos physics simulating rocks that tumble as we drive over them, leaves bend out of the way, and we also added some real-time fluid simulation. We worked with the team at Rivian to set up Unreal's Chaos vehicle model to simulate the suspension of the truck and how the electric motors drive each individual wheel. Chaos also simulates how the tires compress and deform, and meta sounds enabled the team to precisely resynthesize the sounds of the electric motors and mix them with the ambisonics of the jungle. So Rivian provided us with a highly detailed model of the truck, about 71 million polygons that were able to render in real time thanks to Nanite. Now the Rivian not only looks incredibly realistic because of Lumen and Nanite, but also its materials. And today, we're introducing Substrate, our new material framework. And to better demonstrate it, let's swap the paint out for opal. Now, of course, you can't order a Rivian with opal body panels, but opal was the internal code name for this project, and also a really great demonstration of Substrate's capabilities. The base layer models the iridescence, refraction, and reflections that occur inside of an opal. And on top of that is a layer representing the polished surface and how light is absorbed as it travels through that clear layer of varying depths. And now we can add back on the dust and dirt layers. And notice how the reflection changes when interacting with the dust layer, and that there are no artifacts along the transition from dirt to dust to opal. So Substrate is more expressive, enabling artists to create materials like this with different shading models and compose and layer those materials as they see fit. All right, let's head on out, Jacob.
On my way.
All right. In terms of performance, Substrate materials that are similar to the current Unreal Engine shading model cost about the same. But now, artists have the freedom to author more complex materials for extremely detailed use cases, like in cinematics and in film. So we're going to drive under this fallen tree here, and everything that you've seen up to this point was painstakingly hand-built by the environment team at Quixel. Everything since that fallen tree has been built using our brand new experimental suite of procedural content generation tools, entirely an engine that are flexible, deterministic, and artist-driven. Our guiding principle in building these systems was to empower artists to make tools for artists. So Jacob's going to go ahead and add a procedural assembly to the world. And the cool thing is that it communicates. Thank you. Yeah. Pretty cool. And the cool thing is that it communicates with other nearby procedural elements in the scene, like the creek bed. So let's say a designer comes by, wants to direct the player to drive to the left. Jacob can simply move the assembly to the right, and everything updates to accommodate that change. Game design is iterative, so let's say the designer comes back, wants to give the player the choice of going left or right again. Jacob can simply move the assembly back over. Now, the artist who created this assembly also added some additional handles that Jacob can use to art direct where rock slides occur. Allows him to customize the piece a little bit more, make it a little easier for the Rivian to drive.
Kurde, nieźle to wygląda.
So we started by handcrafting that original part of the level to set the visuals and art direction for the entire piece, and then built out procedural tools that allowed the team to create a much larger play space much more quickly. Now let's see how we can use these procedural tools to make larger sweeping changes to the environment. So Jacob, let's start by removing some of the trees in this area.
Absolutely, that's easy enough actually.
All right, a little too much. Let's add some trees back in.
Okay.
And let's also add in some cliff formations, give it a little bit more variability. So the procedural systems are all deterministic. As Jacob is experimenting with different sets of input parameters, once he finds a set that he likes, he can always go back to it and get out exactly the same results. And the procedural systems aren't just placing trees and rocks, but also fog cards, bugs, birds, everything that's needed to bring this environment to life. And everything that you've seen
To
here,
jakby to jeszcze było dobrze zoptymalizowane, to by było
this
spoko.
environment is 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers. If we hide all of the procedural elements, we can see that original hand-built area.
Bo wygląd wyglądem, ale to jeszcze musi chodzić w miarę sensownie.
We believe that there will always be the need for hand-building environments, so we design these procedural systems to be tools for artists that work in concert with hand-built content. Both Substrate and the new procedural tools will be available in experimental form in 5.2. And everything you've seen here is running in the Unreal Editor in real time on a developer machine with an Intel 13900K CPU and NVIDIA RTX 4090 GPU. So Jacob, thanks for being here and helping us out today.
Pięknie.
Thank you very much, Nick, for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Pięknie, 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 ludziska. Ale na ten odcineczek to tyle będzie z mojej strony, także dzięki wielkie jak zwykle za oglądanie i widzimy się już niedługo w kolejnym. Trzymajcie się.